You ever feel like everyone in Black Ops 6 is a sniping god, except you? Well, today's your day. I'm here to share 6 pro tips that'll help you go from sniping NPC to full-on sniping god. Stick around if you're ready to bump up your accuracy, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to get a positive KD by the end of the day. Let's jump right in. Tip 1. Master your positioning. Positioning is everything. As much as I would like to tell you just to find a nice cozy spot and relax, there is no time for that. We're here to shoot as many enemies as possible in the shortest time as possible. Pick a spot with good sidelines, close to cover, usually around the middle of the map. A rock, a tree, a teammate. Wait, forget about the last one. I usually use your mom as cover because she's so fat. So you cleared out the middle, now what? Run closer to the enemy spawn and be ready for them to peek you. Remember, they know where you last were and will pre-aim your last known position, at least if they have thumbs and more than 30 IQ, which is surprisingly rare to see nowadays. So look at your minimap for information and pay attention to where the hotspots are on the map. Next up, let's talk about loadouts. Choosing the right sniper rifle is like choosing your spirit animal, except this one comes with wobbly scope, no scope delay, slow ADS, and an uncentered crosshair. Why even start with this game? Just wait for a sniping buff to drop. Anyways, choose your sniper based on what you're looking for. LW3 is the fastest sniper, but hit markers a lot. The LR is more consistent, but it's pretty slow. The SVD is... Does anyone even use this? Trust me, you want to go with the LR and spend the next day and a half leveling it up so you can equip all the attachments you need to make it faster. Tip 3. Perfect your crosshair placement. Normally I would say keep your crosshair at head level at all times, but with how much flinch there is on the snipers in Black Ops 6, you'd be better off aiming at the other head. The LR is very consistent and you should rarely get any hit markers as long as you aim from the PP and up. The goal here is simple. Don't waste time readjusting your aim. Instead, be prepared around corners, around the objective, and the general hotspots around the map. You'll quickly realize where you'll find the most engagements on these amazing maps we got this year. Tip 4. The odds are against you. It's important to remember that snipers are objectively worse in close to medium range gunfights, but snipers do have a neat trick up their sleeves. Quickscoping. The trick everyone wants to master and every gamer dad disapproves of. If you're in a tight spot and an enemy is close up, quickscoping or even no scoping will save your life. The Strelok laser gives hipfire to ADS accuracy. But what does that mean? Basically, you're more accurate when zooming in, which means most of the time you won't even have to scope in fully to be accurate enough to hit your target. Nice. Just tap that ADS button and fire quickly. Don't worry, it only takes a few hundred misses to get the hang of it.
Bird. Tipe.
But once you do, you'll release a nice little dose of dopamine for your brain to enjoy. Tip 5. Exploit your enemies. Depending on your opponent's playstyle, you might be allowed more aggressive play in one match, but do the same in another, and they will eat you up like the last cookie at Diddy's birthday party. Remember, these steps comes with practice and many hours of playing it, and it comes down to pattern recognition. Imagine 2 paths. You don't know what is down either of those paths. You go that way, you die a horrible death to a horde of praying mantises. You go the other way, and you find a pot of gold. It's safe to say you would have a better time going for the gold, right? Let's apply this to your Call of Duty game. It's afternoon after a hard day at work. You boot up Black Ops 6 and queue for a nice chill game. After finding a game, you decide to go down this lane and you run into none other than Uptick Scump. He's holding down this area of the map like a rock and he kills you. You respawn and have to make an important decision. A. Go back and eco-chill him because you clearly lagged. Or B. Go try your luck elsewhere. I'll give you a second to answer. That's right, you of course go A again. And again. And again. And again. Okay, you're now 0 and 10. Let's try option B. You ignore Mr. Scump and try your luck down the other path. Here you meet a so-called XX Timmy XX 2013. Congratulations, you have now struck gold. Sometimes you find yourself in a lobby where all paths lead to you getting folded like a piece of clothing, but luckily that's where the secret option C comes into play. Just leave the game. Tip 6. Be patient. Or not to be patient. Now this one's for the hardcore. I get it, you found your way to the enemy spawn and you want that quick kill, but sometimes waiting an extra second is all it takes to turn 1 kill into 3. Watch your enemies, see how they're moving. Lining up multiple enemies coming out of spawn is one of the most satisfying things that can occur when sniping in Call of Duty. And there you have it. 6 pro tips to help you unleash your inner sniping god in Black Ops 6. Now my Padawan, go forth, try these out, and remember, it's not about how many shots you miss, it's about how many shots you take. I think. If you need more sniping tips, check out my video from last year where I covered even more tips than I did in this video. I'm currently less than 30 hours of watch time away from being YouTube partner, so thank you so much for watching all the way through. I really appreciate you. If these tips helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe, and share with a friend that needs some help.
Feeling so tall I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.